JJ Solomon.
This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. IOTBA. Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast.
It's your boy, Mr. IOTBA, Mr. 214, Senor Dos, 14, Senor Dos, 14, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. D Boys can't touch me on my worst day, right here with my partner in crime, my dog, my brother from another, Mr. JJ Solomon. What's poppin', my guy?
What's up, bro? Episode 69, dog. Episode 69.
Episode 69, JJ. And you know, we got a special one though, right, JJ? Mm-hmm. You know that, right? Because we have already had this guy, who I'm talking about, this guy. This is the trainer of this guy. Not only is he the trainer of this guy, you know, he is the one who gave DNA to this guy, right? This guy who I'm talking about, who we had on the show already, 26-0. Hold up. 20 knockouts. Hold up. The reigning 147-pound WBO champion of the world. We had him on, Brian Norman Jr. Now we have the brains of the operation, Mr. Brian Norman Sr. What's poppin'?
Hey, what's up, Bob? What's up, cuz? I appreciate y'all having me on, man. What's going on?
It's the OG. What's up, Coach?
Oh, man, same shit, man. What's going on with y'all, man?
Oh, man, now first off, you know, it's our first time being able to talk to you, right? And we do appreciate you coming on our show, right? But before we get it started, we have to say congratulations on winning the championship, sir.
I appreciate it, boss. Thank you. I appreciate it.
How's that title taste, bro?
Man, it tastes uncooked. It tastes like an uncooked meal. I need some more.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
That shit down. Real talk. That shit is undone. It's undone. At first, it tasted better, but now it's undone. Yeah. I ain't full yet. I ain't full.
That's good, man. That's good. Never satisfied. Never satisfied. You keep grinding, dog.
So is that what they say, right? You know, after winning that belt, right, it makes the intensity go even harder because you got it now, and you don't want to let it go. Is that true, man, Coach?
We trying to run, man. We trying to run, and we feel like we're being held back right now. We trying to run.
You said you feel like you're getting held back. What you mean by that?
We just feel like we're being held back, man. We feel like we just want to work, man. We just want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know he just won the title last month. Well, now it's been about a month and a half now, whatever else. You know what I'm saying? But we just ready. You know, he's 23 years old. He young. You know, a kid his age, they still want to fight. You know what I mean? They still want to fight 4 or 5 times a year. We don't know if we're really ready to go to all that 2 times a year type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Please don't listen. And look, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot we want to cover. There's a lot we want to get to with you. But let's take a second to talk about that moment. To talk about that moment where he became WBO interim champ. It's soon to be just a full-blown WBO, the man. He earned it, man. But when he was here, I told your son he was a breath of fresh air, man. That fight was what fight fans want. Talk about that. Talk about being in enemy territory. Talk about, you know, all the expectations. Talk about coming off of a couple of bad performances or whatever the case, and then winning that belt. Just sum up the whole experience for us, Coach.
Man, to be honest with you, man, the way I looked at it, it was all put together, you know, by design, man, by higher power, the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling people for the longest, you know, the rumors been out, the word been out about my son for long times about sparring stories, sparring wars, or whatever the case may be. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, it even had me questioning myself, like, damn, is he just a good, you know what I'm saying? But I knew he was doing his thing in the gym. But again, I wouldn't submit to that. Yeah, I did question it, but I wouldn't submit to that because he always did what he had to do to win whatever fight it was. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't the same performances that he was putting on in the gyms and putting on in the sparring session that I seen, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So I really just felt like it was by design. It was by design so we could get the opportunity we just had at the young age he got, where it looked like he was food, where it looked like he had a stellar record. You know, he was 25-0 with 19 knockouts. He was an up and coming fighter. He was on top rank. You know, he was a promising fighter, and I think that they tried to serve him up, and they got served up. They didn't know what they was doing.
I remember you saying. I'm glad you brought up sparring, because I remember you saying that you weren't going to defend it no more. You know, that's the one problem that you thought that you made a mistake in, is defending sparring. You there, Coach? Hey, we lost him, Jay.
It looked a little frozen. It looks like you got a good hot question on deck too, dog. Don't forget it, all right? Don't forget it.
No,
right next up is there. Coach, we can't hear you, man. So if you're moving around, you know.
Might want to go out and come back in, Coach.
Yeah. So we'll just wait. All right. He'll probably about to get back in.
Yeah, man. I like that when I'm hearing. You know, they get ready to work
about who we got here, man. Listen,
and
so
we got Brian Norman Sr. in the building. You know, the father, head trainer.
There he goes.
My bad. I heard everything y'all was saying. My fucking phone switched something. I couldn't get back. But yeah, what you were saying there, I heard what you said.
I was saying because you spoke on sparring, right? And I remember saying in the interview that you said that that's the only thing that you wish you wouldn't have did as much, is try to defend the sparring, because people were telling you that you guys hadn't fought anybody, you know, yet that was capable on the resume, right? And I heard you speak on that. Can you give us your thoughts?
My thoughts on the sparring was, I mean, again, if I always feel like if you happy where you are today, then you can't be unhappy about what you went through and what you came from to get you where you are today. I think we're here. He's 23 years old, man. So ultimately, bottom line, that little phase we had to go through, I think it was nothing compared to where we are today, man. And I'm good with it as of today. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it was in the past, it is what it is. Everything, whatever it was, brought us right here today. So I'm good with that.
That's good shit, man. Now, again, and I just want to spend a little bit of time on the fight, the Santillan fight, before we move on to new topics to the future. But I saw you. I forgot where I saw this interview, but you mentioned that you coached up Junior right before the fight. You said, let's change it up. A couple days before the fight, you said, let's be aggressive. Let's be aggressive, because you noticed, to what Correa was talking about, sparring seemed a little bit boring. Dog. Like, Santillan put the pressure on early, and your boy was there for it. What made you change that? What made it change from let's box the Mexican style to let's go in there and give him what he wanted?
Man, I hate to keep saying this, man, but I got to give all glory to God, man. This shit get put in my brain. It get put in my head, man. And I swear to God, it's just how it happens. Like, I wake up sometimes and I get an idea, and those ideas seem to work. And in this particular case, I woke up one day and I was like, I got it. I know what it is. Because I was trying to figure out what was missing. And what I did was I went back and I watched my son fights. I love to fight. I used to love to watch his sparring all the time. I could watch it over and over and over. But I hate watching his fights. And I figured out what it was. It was because it wasn't the same way. What's different? Because he's fucking these people up. Y'all don't mind me cussing, right?
No, man.
He's fucking these people up in sparring, but in the ring, he's, you know, pitty patty tappy, trying to be flashy, trying to be, and y'all, they're not even getting respect for his speed, they're not even giving respect for what he's actually doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching him for what he's doing. I know what he's doing, but they're not even giving him respect for that. They're not even giving him respect. So you know what? Fuck that. I want you to go through there. I want you to put your fist through this motherfucker face. That's what it was.
No, that's what he did, dog. That's what
he did. Yeah.
I got a follow-up question on that real quick. So we've seen the boxer. We've seen him finesse it and all that. And then we saw what we saw against Santillan. And man, I just got to throw up the picture, right? I just got to throw up the picture seen around the world, right? That was vicious. That was vicious. Vicious. I also saw a post that Brian did saying, I'm approaching this like I'm fighting for my life. So it felt like something was different about this fight. So the question I'm asking you is, going forward, do you think he's going to be seen more as a brawler, or somebody's going to just keep coming forward, or do you think he's going to have that finesse, the boxer more? What do you think is going to be more of when we watch?
Well, you know what's crazy is a lot of people don't know and a lot of people don't see. You know, he's still pretty much quiet and behind the scenes. So a lot of people don't know and don't see or whatever the case may be. They haven't seen his performance. I read all comments. If you ain't never seen me, I've been to some of y'all comments. So you gonna see me and shit. I talk shit to people. So anyway, that's what I do. So I read all comments and I noticed that people think he can't box. They think, well, wait till he get there with a boxer. They don't understand he can do it all, man. We ready for it all. We ready for every last bit of it, man. We ready for it all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about how they see him and what they see he gonna come as and what they think he gonna be. Bottom line is we're trying to get to whoever the fuck it is, and we're trying to put fist through face. That's it. That's the new motto, fist through face. That's it.
and we got to give you kudos for that, Coach
Yeah.
Norman Sr., because he is 26-0 with 20 knockouts. He's the 147-pound interim WBO champ, and he only 23 years of age. Now, when I say just 23 years of age, I look at you, Coach. I know that you had a boxing career, right?
Yes,
I know
sir.
you had a boxing career, and I know that your boxing career didn't pan out how you wanted it to be. Everybody want to be world champion. Unfortunately, that don't happen for everybody. But do you
Absolutely.
think, with your trials and tribulations that you went through in boxing, do you think that prepared Brian Norman Jr. for where he's at right now?
You there, Coach?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. You said did that, but go ahead. What was the finish
I said,
last? You
I
said did
said,
that prepare what?
I said, with all your trials and tribulations that you went through, right? Unfortunately, we know everybody not going to be able to make it to the top. You know, that's just a part of the game in anything you do, right? But with Brian being 23 years old, 26-0, with 20 knockouts, do you think your trials and tribulations and everything that you went through prepared Brian Norman Jr. for this moment and help build y'all where y'all are now?
Man, every last bit of it, man. I always say to myself, you know what I mean? I'm pretty successful at everything I do in life. Not being fun, I'm just being real. I'm pretty successful at everything I do in my life. Anything I put my mind to, I get it done. I've always said it and I've always prided myself on saying it through hard work, not through gifts and shit like that. So I always said the only thing I was not successful at that I really put my fucking all into was boxing. You know what I mean? Now here it is, full circle, and I'll be damned. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant for me, it was meant for my son, and that's fine, man. I'm cool with that.
That's what's up, man. All right. So look, let salute one more time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hell
Thank
of
you.
a performance to that on that
Thank you.
Santillan fight, right? Like I said, it was a breath of fresh air because
Thank
you know, like we see so much shit in boxing these days. At the end of the day, we just want to turn on the TV and watch a fight. And Brian Norman brought that, man. So salute to that.
That's
But
what you're gonna see. That's what you're gonna see from now on. Fights.
that's what we want to hear. So
Right.
from now on, so let's hear that. We had Brian was big time talk. You know, Brian was big on a rematch with Barrios, and we're gonna get to that, or not a rematch, a fight with
Boca
Barrios.
Chica. Boca
Was that?
Chica. Boca Chica.
No. I didn't mean to say rematch. I was talking about the future. So we were talking about
Oh,
what's next. And when we were talking to him last, obviously Boots came up, and Brian was talking about big time on Barrios. However, we just saw a fight over the weekend. We saw Teofimo Lopez on ESPN. First off, I'm going to ask you, how happy were you to not have to sit through Tim Bradley for the whole card since he wasn't working
man,
with
I'm happy for different reasons. I'm happy for a personal reason. I'm happy that ESPN, that motherfucker wasn't on vacation. I'm happy that he wasn't there. I'm happy that ESPN got sense enough to put his ass off the air with certain people. So that means his ass ain't gonna probably be on the air when we come out there too. Cause he fucking up the product. You know what I'm saying? If you supposed to be promoting the product, you're fucking up the product. Clear today. So I'm just happy that his ass is out of the way. Cause you know, he be talking shit about T.O. too.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick. I'm sure you're tired of talking about it, but I'm just going to ask one more time. And I'm going to throw the video up.
I don't want you. Wait. I don't want you to skip it. You want to come back to that because you was going somewhere with that, and I like where you was going.
I got it all written up, Coach.
Okay,
so we're gonna be fine. But
right.
let's talk about the Bradley thing real quick. I'm throwing up the video that everybody saw where you and him with each other's faces, and he was saying it. Are things any better now, or are you still just done? I mean, what's up with you and Tim? What's the situation, man?
I'm trying to put pause on it.
Oh shit!
No. I told him it's not street pause. not street pause, not on no hood ghetto. No, I'm trying to put pause on him in what he's talking about, what he's discussing. I want my son to put pause on him because he disrespected. He said he could beat my son. So you could beat me up and you could beat my son. He told me he could beat me at a catch weight at 200 pounds. I agreed. He said he could beat my son too. My son will probably be even to be 200 pounds. I've been trying to pull up to his gym. I went on his Instagram. I posted. He won't respond. He agreed to an exhibition match. Ain't seen him since.
So, Coach, did this come from? Because if I have to play devil's advocate, Tim Bradley, he's critical with a lot of fighters. I wouldn't just say it's your son. So, with me saying that, are you going to want to pull up to everybody, Jim, who criticizes Brian Norman Jr.?
Absolutely not. It wasn't about that. I'm glad you asked that. Thank you for letting me clear that up because some people be in the comments thinking, you can't get mad because you don't like it. No, that's not what it's about. What it was about, if either one of y'all take the time when you get a chance, go back and watch the Quentin Randall fight. That was my son's first title. It was a minor title. He fought Quentin Randall. When he fought Quentin Randall, if you go to round 2, because I was trying to figure out, people told me about it. I was trying to figure out where did his venom come from. So if you go to round 2, and I was trying to see where it started from, and it started in round 2. He hadn't even seen enough of my son to start criticizing him. It was just the fact that he wanted Quentin Randall to win, and the person he wanted to win wasn't winning. Go back and please do me a favor. Watch the Quentin Randall fight. Listen to Tim Bradley. Listen to my son was fighting an Olympian. He didn't give my son any props whatsoever. It was all negative. It was all about, look, what is he doing? What is this? What is that? But what about Quentin Randall? What was he doing? He's an Olympian. He has all this experience. So
I got a follow-up question too, because you know how he wasn't giving your son credit, and we have to keep it fair because I could get with you on that. Yeah. But a guy like Shakur Stevenson, right, which I know a lot of people like Shakur, we like Shakur, but we have to keep it honest. In his last fight, it was terrible, and Tim Bradley didn't do as much criticism towards Shakur Stevenson at all.
And
that's a problem.
That's my point. He was so critical. He was on the same card. They fought on the same card.
Oh shit. Okay.
Quentin Randall and Shakur Stevenson fought on the same card.
That you talking about?
Yeah, I seen it. That's what. Yeah, that's what I said.
November the 16th. You went and sat and talked all of that shit about my son, who was he was 22 years old at the time. You talking all of this shit about my 22-year-old son, and you know how he was built up. You know how he came up. You know the deal, but you didn't talk shit about 2 Olympians. 2. You got Quentin Randall and Shakur Stevenson in there that you did not talk any shit about. Come on, man.
No, man. Look, I will never. And look, you will never be able to jump onto our page and see me like criticizing ESPN and shit like that. But I do have that to say, and I'm not just saying it to you because you're here, Coach. Tim Bradley is the most biased ass dude. I used to think it was just ESPN putting shit in his ear, but we seen Chris Algieri this weekend, and he was just fine.
He was fine. He was fine.
He got somebody he wants to win, and I hope he's watching this because Corey's gonna be like, where did this guy come from? I still have a problem with Tim Bradley not talking about how he beat Manny Pacquiao. I still have a problem with that. And B, the man is so damn biased. He's sitting there talking to your son, and I'm gonna bring up some things on the Santillan fight, bro. He would, we're turning circles. Tim Bradley was being extra biased. Okay,
I heard it.
He's always biased. That's bad for boxing. I'm not just saying that to you because you're here, Coach. That's bad for boxing. You put new eyeballs on the TV, and they're listening to what Tim Bradley's saying. It's bad for boxing.
You're a smart man. You're a smart man. And that was my point. Back to you, boss man, what you just said about the criticism. My whole point was what you just said about the new eyes on TV. So you got the casual fans that are Brian Norman fans, that's his family, his friends, that supported him since amateur, supported him through all his national titles, supported him through all of his victories. And now you get on and you say, we got Hall of Famer Tim Bradley, and Hall of Famer Tim Bradley is saying, oh man, this guy is nothing. He literally says this. This guy is nothing, man. What does he have? What is he doing? Who has he fought? He needs to step it up. He needs to this. He needs to that. At 22 years old at the time, might you add. So for the other people, like you said, the eyeballs are on is doing the opposite of what ESPN is trying to do. Well, I'm sorry, what Top Rank is trying to do with ESPN is promote their fighter.
Yep.
You're not promoting their fighter. You're doing the opposite.
But don't it be don't the taste be more sweet now? Because you're the 147
And that's why I need, and it's man, this shit is so beautiful because I ain't got to shut up. I ain't got to worry about what I say, you know, because we had to worry about the fact that, you know, his last two performances only were subpar, even though he won. They were subpar. So we had to worry about the rumors about him getting dropped and which I really wasn't worried about because we could have easily won anybody else because anybody would have thought to cut us. They could have put us on the B side and we went out there and did exactly what we just did to set you up. So that's fine.
And real quick, Coach, because JJ, before we get off Tim Bradley, right? I did hear you say this, Coach. This is the last thing about Tim Bradley. You said that he tricked your son in a fighters meeting. Can you elaborate on that? Because I'm like, he tricked your son in a fighters meeting.
Yeah, the fight before Santillan just now, he told my son how this and how he felt about that, and he was high on him. And then he came right back when you saw the day you saw us. Then I approached him on the video you just showed, and he said the exact opposite. I'm still not high on you. Your son is this and son is that, talking all kinds. My son hurt. I'm glad. Thank God, because my son don't be believing me sometimes. You know, a child, you have to fucking convince him. He's like everybody else. Man, I mean, the man got his own opinion. No, bro, it's more than that. It's personal. I kept trying to tell my son. My son heard him with his own ears. Now he's on my side. He was like, oh, yeah, no, I heard him. I heard everything he said. All personal. Say here whoop my son ass. He said all of it. My son wanted him there, and I'm happy about that because I had to convince my son that this motherfucker don't like you, bro. What are you doing?
They shared some words after the fight, and Brian said it was all good. But I mean, what's up?
It was fake. It was fake. We're talking about past that. Past that. The video you just showed was after the fight. It was after that.
Yeah, and I'm like, what else could he do after the fight but say, congratulations, you did, because he didn't want to look like a fool in front of the people. From the 2-1 across the phone.
He wanted Quentin Rounder to win it started with Quentin Rounder. He wanted him to win from his story, you know, from Colorado, from Colorado Springs, Olympic teams. It was a personal type thing. It was a nepotism type shit on his side. He was rooting for Quentin Rounder. He didn't win. That's what started everything. You feel what I'm saying? That's where the whole beef came from. I watched that fight over and over and over again to see what my son, because he did great in the first round against Quentin Rounder. Now, the second round was when when Tim Bradley started talking shit. I said, he ain't even did shit yet.
Hell no, man.
He ain't even did shit yet. But
well, shit. Hey, I have a problem with how Tim Bradley does his job, and right. I'm not. I'll say it third time. I'm not saying that because
I understand.
Norman is here. Tim Bradley is bad for ESPN. He's bad for boxing because he's so damn biased. Before we move on, Coach Norman, did Tim Bradley beat Manny Pacquiao? I'm just curious.
Hell no.
All right. Should Tim Bradley be a Hall of Famer? I'm just curious.
Hell no.
All right, let's keep it moving.
There's nothing about him, no.
Let's keep it moving. I agree with Brian Norman. And listen, I'm just little old JJ on a little old spit bucket, but damn, man, like I respect every man who walks into the ring. Every man who walks in the ring.
Me as well. He took me as well, because we put our life on the line. They put their life on the line, and I respect every man that does it too.
And Bradley put his life on the line against Barnikov, and we saw that, and we saw how much it took out of him. But in the same sentence, he disrespects a lot of young fighters.
Absolutely.
And I have a problem with that.
Me
and
too.
I will keep saying it.
I'm talking about Mr. No Defense. Like, yeah, was he a warrior? Yeah. But he was a guy who went in there and just took unnecessary punishment.
Yes, sir.
Tim, we could talk about that. We can make a full
but you saw him in the Santillan fight talking about Brian defense. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Listen, before we get to the other welterweight champs, Michael Benson reports today that Teofimo says he plans to move up, and Bob Arum is interested in a Teofimo Brian Norman Jr. fight. Obviously, Teo's not a champ. It doesn't go with the plans of unifying and then a super fight with Boots. But, bro, everybody knows Teo. Teo loves selling a fight. What are your thoughts? Are we close to that? Is that something that could could happen?
What's going on is they trying to slide that in there, which is fine, but they gotta get some shit right before they do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they caught themselves trying to serve us up twice, and they gonna get disappointed twice.
Nah, because I do think that's a bigger fight. Like respect to
Brian is gonna beat him down. He gonna beat him down.
But that's a bigger fight right there, like than Ennis fight right now. Like, you know, I know he's from the 215, but I think only 215 people know him across the world. My apologies, but I'm just saying that. But yeah, I think Teofimo a bigger fight.
Yeah, no. With the Boots situation again, as far as talent wise, my son and Boots. I'm glad you brought it up too. If you don't mind me elaborating on the Boots situation.
Do your thing, Coach.
All right, so on the Boots situation, no, great fighter, tremendous fighter to me. On the eye test for me, from what I know, Boots and my son are the most talented in the 147 division. This period. But again, just like like you said, Boots is not a huge star. He's a big star. He's an okay star, but he's not a huge star yet. My son is nowhere near a star yet. So with that being said, I'm sorry about that. With that being said, my daughter gonna keep calling back. I know she is. Hold on one second.
Hey, we take a little commercial break if you want.
Let's see if she called me back. Hold on one second.
You say the words, man.
All right. Yeah, there she go. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Answer your phone,
we do a quick commercial break.
Did they do two of them back to back? The same one.
Do two of them.
Step into the ring of success with Dynamite CRM, the heavyweight champion of CRM software and website development. Jab through clutter data and deliver knockout blows to your competition. With Dynamite CRM in your corner, victory is guaranteed.
All right, listen up, guys. We're calling all Little League coaches. We're calling all middle school coaches. Calling all high school coaches. We're calling out all those team mamas. If you need team uniforms, if you need jerseys, accessories, whatever gear you're looking for the team, please check out our friends over at Elite Sportswear. These guys do it all, and they do it great. So if you're needing a brand new look for the younger athletes, for the teams, do me a favor, trust us with Elite Sportswear. These guys do all of our gear here at Spit Bucket Podcast, hats, shirts, hoodies. We could not be more pleased with them. So check them out over at thebetteruniform.com. You can find them on Facebook at The Better Uniform or on Instagram, Elite Sportswear 17. That's Elite Sportswear 17 on Instagram. Again, if you want your team looking super fly on game days, do yourself a favor, do the squad a favor. Call Roderick and the team over at Elite Sportswear ASAP. Let them know the Spit Bucket Podcast sent you. Shout out to homies at Elite Sportswear and Dynamite CR. And we can't wear them on our trucks, Coach Norman, so we got to play their video, sir.
Hey, real quick before we go, Coach Norman, shout out to my guy Mosquito Spray. They call him Eddie. He said, he know you. He said he used to come to a gym with a girl, and he said you know him from there. I forgot where it was. His name Eddie, bald-headed, the military dude.
Back in the dude. Hey, we finna be on for a second, right?
Yeah.
When I get a phone call, it mess my phone up and bring it through the earpiece. I'm gonna hang up and call you right back.
All right, go come back.
Right back.
Shout out to my dog Mosquito Spray, man. He was in there putting in some work, sparring in that gym with them.
That's tight. No, I didn't know that. Damn.
Brian Norman Senior, and he remember Brian Norman Jr. I think when he was a little boy in the with his dad.
Damn, that's tight, dog.
So you do know who I'm talking about, Brian Norman Senior?
I know the gym and the girl there. Who did he say again? Said to get everything again.
Nah, he said he didn't want to put a name out there. It's just a girl.
Put a name out there, Charmaine.
Nah, he used to come to the gym with her.
He used to come again with the girl?
No, I think you used to fool around with her, and he used to come to the gym where I think they stayed together in an apartment or something. I don't know.
We are playing with fire.
But I couldn't. He just said. But it was a long time ago. This was years ago.
I want to hear this shit. What do you say?
What Mosquito? If you want to hear what gym was there?
Yeah, Mosquito.
It was somewhere in Georgia though.
Are you saying that? Wait. Are you saying that he stayed with a girl that I messed with?
I don't know if he stayed with her. I can't remember how he told it, but I know that y'all watched the James Toney fight versus somebody together.
Shit, that was old.
Yeah, it was versus somebody together. He just told it to me. My bad, Mosquito. I missed that story.
It's all
But-
good. It's all good. Well, who I appreciate y'all, man. What's up, big dog?
All right, let's get these comments
Long
real
time
quick.
no see.
Hey, well, shout out to Mr. Neutral Correa. You always shouting out to Across the Pond. These guys are from Across the Pond to follow.
Man, shout out to Mr. Neutral, man, from
Y'all
across
check
the
out-
pond.
Y'all check out Neutral Boxing on YouTube too. They're doing some good stuff. Mosquito spray was out.
I got mosquito spray right there. I got my boy Mosquito. Eddie.
Mark Nash TV. The Norman name lives on. Salute.
Mark
There
Nash.
Oh,
you
that's
go.
my boy Mark. Yeah, that's my boy Mark. What's up, Mark?
He said Doraville. He said Doraville. It was a city.
Yeah, that's our gym. Yeah, Doraville. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
gym. Yeah.
Salute.
He said Salute Big Brian. He said he was her roommate.
Who the fuck? Tell me, say the name. Shit, what's her name?
Say the name.
I ain't ashamed. I ain't married. I don't give a fuck. What's her name?
07. Oh, he's giving you clues. Bro. He's giving
I
you
ain't,
clues.
man. I don't run from no motherfucking women. I don't run from no none of that shit. What's her name?
God damn, bro. His body count. Hey, Charmaine.
Charmaine. Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah.
said, Charmaine. He said Charmaine earlier.
Shout
You was
out
her
to
roommate? He wasn't a roommate. But yeah, I said Charmaine. I don't know about him being a roommate though. Shit, I was over there all the time. The fuck, he was a roommate. What's his name?
Eddie.
All right, let's get back to it, man.
Eddie?
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah.
Who's Eddie?
That's Mosquito.
No,
Oh,
I'm saying though.
God damn, what's up, man? Yeah. Okay. What's up, dog? Yeah, I got you. Listen, let me get back to what I was saying, man, before I cut off my daughter calling, right? You hear me?
Yeah.
What we talking about? The Boots in his name, right?
About Boots.
Yeah.
I definitely want to address Teofimo though. So,
I'm gonna address all of it.
Yeah.
Just I'm gonna cut it, let y'all talk, whatever, so I won't be so long-winded. All right.
Nah, you
so
good, Coach.
So with the boost situation, man, I'm so sick of that shit. We can't do an interview and I say his name and I give him respect and I give his daddy respect because of course they helped us out tremendously. I've said this shit a million fucking times. We can't do an interview without a motherfucker in the comments saying, but they don't want to say Boo's name. They won't. I say his name every interview. Y'all just not fucking listening. I say the man name every interview. We will fight Boost tomorrow. We will fight Boost this weekend. You understand? Boost has done 3 interviews that I've seen myself personally since my son fight. Not one time has he said Brian Norman name. And not one comment that I see, why you not calling out Brian Norman Jr.? I didn't see not one comment. You feel what I'm saying? He can do whatever the fuck he want. My dad, why is the energy not the same, bro? That's all I'm asking. We will fight the man. I would like to fight Barrios, Stanionis, or whatever the case, only for obvious reasons. And it's not because we're afraid of Boots. We will fight. If they choose to say they want to fight us, if they choose to push those numbers, what's my boy name with a matchroom?
Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn.
If Eddie Hearn comes and pushes and makes that fucking offer to us, we taking the fucking fight.
You
Do you hear that? We are taking the fucking fight. We won't take no disrespect from it. We won't take no nothing from it. If they come to us and they think we the weakest link, because the fact that they think we the weakest link, we gonna take that shit as, okay, you about to learn something. We gonna take it as more motivation. No disrespect, but we're gonna take it as more motivation, and we coming with the thunder. That's it.
Coach, is that how it start to heat up to where? I mean, it's respectful because you do respect the guys. You came up with the guys.
Hey,
But
I respect them. I give them props. I give them. They helped us, bro. His daddy allows me to use it, man. They done stepped that game up so far. Boots stepped my son game up from when he worked with him, from when he ran with him. I mean, they helped us. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying nothing negative about shit, but if you ask me will we fucking fight him tomorrow, motherfuckers?
Yeah, and people don't understand that. I mean, this is a part of the game right here, right? Okay, yeah, you gonna spar, you gonna train, because the best of the best in the world, you're gonna eventually end up in one of these camps around the world. You may get along with this person, but you may not get along with that one. But obviously, y'all got along with Boost them more. But obviously, this is the big leagues, and obviously, of course, I think it's rubbish that people would even ask if y'all want to fight them or not. Silly.
My question is, why are they not fucking asking him? His name, our name has not even been brought the fuck up. So shut the fuck up asking us, or even in a comment saying what the fuck we will and won't do, when y'all not even asking that nigga will he fight us. And I don't mean to call the nigga in disrespect. I'm just saying, you ain't even asking them that shit.
I mean, I just see them doing interviews on one channel, and then Boots, He rarely do interviews. I'm like, come on,
Right.
Boots, where you
But
at?
did you heard him say, simple as this, I want to fight all the guys with belts. That's what I just heard him say. I want to
Yep.
fight all the guys with belts. Fine and dandy, that's fine. Well, shit, we're fighting. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's what we here to do. Like you said, the best of the best. We then again, it doesn't make common sense because what I was saying to you before we was interrupted by my daughter was they are with the eye test, they are the most talented in my opinion. They are the most talented as far as versatility, as far as athleticism. They both are the most talented in that division. As far as punching power, they both are the most talented. Okay. With that being said, I think my son would need, because he doesn't have enough on his resume to show that and to prove that. Because they still saying dumbass shit like Stan Jonas will knock him out, Barrios will knock. If you think Barrios will knock my boy out, y'all don't know shit about boxing. My boy gonna knock Barrios the fuck out. They gonna
But
say
they don't understand, Coach, is this is like, go ahead, Jay.
No, I was gonna say, Coach Norman, shout out to Boxing and Barbecue. They're on. They got a massive following on Twitter. So if there's anything that you want
Boxing and Barbecue,
there is anything you want to say to get out there, now's the time, because he'll clip that son of a bitch and put it out there. So
I just said what I had to say. Put this shit out there for me. We respect Boots. We respect Bozy. We respect anybody. Stop saying my motherfucking son name and stop saying he's afraid of Boots. Stop saying we're afraid of anybody. If you're not even asking that man, will he fight us? They're not even asking him, will he fight us? If they chose to fight us today, we will not take any disrespect from him. We will fight him next month. If they chose to fight us today, they made the offer, they make it a good offer, and everybody can agree to the terms, which we're not hard to deal with. We're not prima donnas by far. So we ain't hard to deal with at all. We're
so
here.
The question I think is, why ain't people asking Boots? Why are you fighting? And this is no disrespect. Why are you fighting David Ebenezer instead of fighting one of the other champions if you want all the champions? That's the question they need to ask him.
Again, no disrespect. I got to make sure, because people like to cut shit up like I talk shit. No disrespect. I respect everybody. I respect his daddy. They helped us out tremendously. I got to make sure I put this in the clips so they'll cut this shit out like I ain't said. You feel what I'm saying?
No, we got you, Coach.
Man, I fuck with his daddy. I fuck with him the long way. They helped us out tremendously. I'm still fuck with him. I wish I could go tomorrow to get some work. You feel what I'm saying? But
Coach, I'm trying to cut you off, but it ain't like y'all didn't help them out either. Y'all was there putting in work too with Boots Ennis and the other fighters there too.
With Boots situation, they got they helped us much more than we helped them. Much more.
But you were still okay. Well, I would agree with you.
No, hear me
out.
I'm a
champion now, Coach.
Hear me out.
Champion.
Listen to me. I give props what props are due. In this particular situation, where they are in the dynamics of this world, this United States, where they are is a fight town. Bozy's gym helped us out. It wasn't necessarily Boots that helped us out. Bozy and Bozy's gym, Bozy's presence, even being on enemy territory, being in their gym, but they so cool. Like Rail, y'all know Rail. That's my boy, man. I mean, we fuck with him. You feel what I'm saying? They talk shit. It's all love. It ain't no animosity, no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But we on enemy territory when we in a city because we some country boys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anybody that comes in there that's frequently of the gym, of course they're gonna be rooting on them. And so everybody, it's just me and my son against the whole fucking gym normally when we in there. So that's why I'm telling you it helped us out the most. He at home, Boots at home. Everybody in there is at home. They are on common ground. It's helping us out because it's making us stronger mentally. It's helping us with, dealing with enemy territory. They got great fighters. They got great work. It's nothing but dog work. And I tell Bozy every time, like, bro, that's the place to be. There is no other place on this that I've been that's better than Bozy Gym for work. There's no better place.
We've no better place. B-Hop, and B-Hop ain't got nothing but good things to say about Bozy. We hadn't had the opportunity to go out there.
Bozy is the most solid coach. No disrespect to no other coach, but from what I know of Bozy and from what I see of Bozy, Bozy's the most solid coach, solid brother, one of the most solid brothers and solid coaches that I know today. Especially being on the level that he's on right now. Especially being where he at on the platform and he's so down to earth. He cooler than the fan, bro. He like a brother, man. Real talk. So again, with that being said, y'all put some shit out and put this out there, but also put out to Boza and Boots if they want to fight. We don't have if they wanted the belt, we don't have a problem with fighting Boots. You know what I'm saying? With no hesitation. There's no hesitation.
All right. So listen, he made it very clear for people out there that talking about the Norman.
Why he putting them up there? But JJ, why he putting them up there like that though?
No, because I'm gonna give it. No, I'm okay.
No. This is my opinion, Coach. This is not yours. This is my opinion.
The reason.
No. My opinion is, Boots been around a little longer.
I mean,
I think you're missing. I think you're missing my point, though, Coach. This is my point. It's not about putting them up there on level of nothing else other than what I said. The gym is on the upper echelon level. The gym, the work in the gym, I'm telling you, it is. Nobody that's been in that gym would tell you different. I'm not saying anything about Boots is so much better than it. No, I just told you, I think my son will beat Boots.
But this was the reason why I say that, because I seen the interview where you said it's not fair now for Crawford being 36.
Right.
If he fight Boots, it's not fair for Crawford. My mind went shruggy on that.
The reason I don't think it's fair for Crawford is, Crawford could possibly beat him. The reason I say it's not fair is, why would you do a 10-year gap like that? 10 years is a whole career. Some people my whole career was 10 years. My whole professional career was 10 years.
I'm not doing it on Bud either. And that's not saying I think Bud loses to Boots, but it's what
right. It don't make sense to me. No, I understand. Hey, look, listen, Crawford physically, because physically as in what he did in the ring. I bet against Crawford and lost so much money on Crawford about 3-4 times. Crawford physically went in the ring and took my respect. Fuck Irvin. Yeah. He took my respect. You understand me?
Mine too.
Yeah.
So with that being said, after he took my respect, now you talking about put somebody up here after he took my respect. Not putting Boots up here, I put Crawford up here.
Deservedly so, man.
I put Crawford up here because of the longevity of what he's done and how long he's been doing it. And it's just not fair for the young guns. Like, my son ain't calling out Crawford. It just don't. I understand Boots because of when he came in. Boots came in, what, 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago?
Yeah.
So I can understand how it kind of resignated and went over, but it wasn't his time yet. His time just happened to happen. His time just happened to come now. His time just happened to come when he's 26, 27 years old and Crawford 36 years old. And unfortunately, it expired between the two. He wasn't on the level where he needed to be for Crawford to even face him when his time. You know what I'm saying? When it was that time.
That's a dope ass theory, dog. Because nobody talks about that. Like, in boxing, is so much like luck. You know, not luck, but everything has to fall into place.
It work out, right? It work out the way it works out.
And sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Like, Bud wasn't a superstar until now. And then, and now look at your boy. He's 23 with a belt now. I'm sure, I don't know if y'all planned this, but it's crazy how things work out.
No.
It's just timing. You know what I'm saying?
It's timing, yeah.
So, hey, but listen, because I know we're getting late on time, and are we still good? Because I want to touch on the Teofimo.
I ain't got shit to do, boss. How you been?
All right, cool. So look, obviously, in a perfect world, Boots unifies. You guys unify with Barrios. You and Boots have a fight for undisputed. That's awesome. That's perfectly planned. But again, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Teofimo is a name. He's a name, right? What better way to put yourself in the driver's seat in a lot of these conversations by beating a guy like Teofimo Lopez, who we just saw. Yeah, he won a unanimous decision. Again, I'm not going to disrespect anybody's performance, but he got touched a lot. He moves up to 147 against somebody like Brian Norman Jr. How does that look? And is that something y'all would want to pursue, considering the name that Teofimo Lopez is, even though he don't have the belt?
We've already agreed to that fight. We already agreed to that fight. Personally, I think his manager, T.O.'s manager, I ain't gonna say his name. Y'all know who he is. But anyway, T.O. manager was Giovanni's manager. They got the same manager. And we upset his manager.
Yeah.
He saw it. He was there personally. He saw it, witnessed it with his own eyes. I don't think there's no way in here, because I told him they made a mistake. Like, I told him, I said, I can't believe y'all chose my boy to fight. I told him that. I told the manager that. Like, I can't believe. We rode in the car together. We rode in the limo together back to the airport. I said, I can't believe y'all did this shit. So anyway, with that being said, listen, I cannot believe, I know they can't stop T.O. from doing what he want to do, but I cannot imagine that his manager wouldn't be trying to fucking beg him or talk him out of that shit. Because B gonna fuck him up. B gonna fuck him up. I'm just a simple fact that Teofimo has Teofimo has an ego. He has a big ego. That's good. Teofimo wants to fight. That's good. Teofimo used to beating people up and he think he bad. I watched a couple when they offered us to fight and we agreed. I watched a couple of his fights, and what I noticed off top was he likes to bully people. He like to walk them down, and they like to, like with what's his name who kept moving, Jermaine Ortiz. They like to move and run. You know what I'm saying? Even Josh Taylor, they like to get out the way. We not doing that. You saw what my son did with Santiago. He gonna stand right there and let him come right to him. So you're gonna take a 135-pound power puncher and you're gonna put him in there with a 147-pound power puncher that's young and just as younger than you, and he's stronger than T.O. big time, younger than you, stronger than you, and you're gonna try to fucking clash with him. You're gonna knock him the fuck out.
Hey, Coach, I'm gonna have to. You gotta look. Please look what please Norman versus T.O. next.
I'm blind. I need my glasses. I'm blind. I can't read that shit.
Said, please Norman versus T.O. next.
We'll do it.
I would love to see it. And here's why I would love to see it. Because you know how right now you jump onto Twitter, 147 is all about boots. Boots. A side, B side. Norman ain't shit. That's what you're gonna hear, unfortunately, right? Norman ain't. Who has he beat? Y'all come in here, and I hate seeing shit like that, man. I hate seeing shit like that. Y'all come in here with something under y'all's belt like that. It would be nice, but I understand T.O. don't have a belt, and I understand T.O. it would not be a smart move for him to take it. I don't think so.
No, it wouldn't.
Speaking of that, like you say, when we talk about T.O. and talk about Brian Norman Jr., they are on ESPN. We talked to your son, Brian Norman Jr. I don't know if it was me or JJ who asked him the question. How his relationship was with ESPN, and he gave ESPN nothing but they flowers. I mean, top rank in ESPN, top rank, nothing but they flowers. How was the relationship been with you with Top Rank?
I mean, this my son promoted, so right now I would I'm cool with it so far. I feel like they tried to serve him up, and I feel that way about what's going on right now again. So I feel a little disrespected. You know what I'm saying? But I accept it, and I accept the challenge, and I love that. I love to be on the downside. On the downside will make you better and make you tough and make us come up. So I'm just gonna say we cool. Just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
We cool.
I know, but you said serve him up, because that's gonna linger off people.
They tried to serve my son up to Gio. Now they call themselves Bob T.O. You hear how Bob was talking about T.O. and how he brought him up and where he brought him up from. That's not an interview that's set for B. That's an interview that's set for T.O. That's an interview. That's something that you're lining up for T.O. So in my mind, what I heard about when I heard Bob say that, the Bob father, which I respect, very much. When I heard him say that, what I heard was, you think T.O. gonna move up, and because you're bragging about what he's done so far at a young age. So what I'm hearing is you're saying he's gonna go up and take a third division against Brian Norman Jr. And what I'm saying is, Bob, you might be wrong this time, buddy.
Do you think that's just Bob pushing the fight more because he known to do things? This is the same guy who said Lomachenko was going to be better than Muhammad Ali. Didn't he say something in reference to that?
I mean, listen, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know the reason why he's doing it. I ain't got nothing respect for him and everybody else at Top Rank. I mess with Carl. I mess with Brad Goodman. I appreciate all of them and everything they've done for us. I mean, they've done, they tried their best to do an amazing job. We dropped the ball a couple of times, I guess you want to say, and they came back and they, I don't think they was against us. I don't think them in particular was against us. I think it's just how the cookies crumble. They offered it with the last fight, Gio. they offered it to us and they gave us an option to take it or not take it. You know what I'm saying? So we smart enough, we grown, we got managers, we got management. So we made a team decision to take the fight, and as you see, it came out the right way. So I mean, it's all good. I don't have no problem with Top Rank. I'm cool with everything that's been going on so far.
So right now, what's your gut telling you? We've talked about Boots. We've talked a little bit about Barrios. We talked about Teofimo. What's your gut telling you that the next fight's going to be with Brian Norman Jr.?
My gut is telling me it's going to be T.O.
Man, I think that's a hell of a step, because I think you guys.
I think so too.
Hell yeah.
Could you hold on?
Hell yeah.
Could you hold 1 second?
What happened?
I heard him say, "Hold on for 1 second."
Oh, okay.
His phone was a little behind.
I thought he was looking at me funny.
Man, shout out to Brian Norman Sr., man. He come on here as be as candid as they could come, and that's what you could look for out of any interview, right? And
shout out to
I
the
love
Keggy.
it, man.
The Keggy says Norman will be Boots, but give Norman a couple more fights to build up his name first. Holler at the Keggy. Let's see what's going on with Coach. It looks like he just jumped off.
And I like how he coming on here brag. He's supposed to be able to brag on his son like that. Anybody who do anything in the industry, it's okay to brag. You know, the people who not bragging or who can't brag,
shit. Right.
They ain't done nothing. Like people say, if you brag too much. Now I understand it can get too much if you just penciling it down everybody's throat. But if you actually done had accomplishments in this game, it's okay to brag. It's just the people who never was able to succeed and go to that mountaintop is the ones who have a problem with that.
You know what I think about the bragging situation, boss? I don't think it's more so the bragging. It's more so just the confidence of it. It's just saying what you will do, because you got to think what bragging is. Bragging is bragging about, like you said, what you've accomplished and what you've done and what you this and that. You don't have to brag about that, because that's already done. You can brag about like who you are. I whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? What I'm about to accomplish. And don't you see me bragging about what's facts. You feel what I'm saying? So with us, we ain't bragging about it. Ain't gonna be no bragging. But I agree with you. The only people who don't talk that type of boastful shit about what you will and won't do are the motherfuckers who lazy enough to get up and try it and do it. You know what I'm saying?
But the only reason why they come from my math coach is because I remember right after the fight, I don't know if you was in the dressing room. I don't know where y'all was at. You like, if y'all ain't tried to talk to me throughout this journey, don't call my phone. Now I don't want to talk to none of y'all.
Right.
Do not call me. And that's the only reason why I say that, because this is the thing right here. Like, you hadn't been a champ yet, right? You champ now. That's something to brag about. It ain't something that you had did before on this ultimate level. That was a new accomplishment. So that's the reason why I said, and that's the reason why I respected what you said, because see, it's a lot of people who talk about, what are you doing? Well, or a lot of you guys in the gym, when these guys are there with the blood, sweat, and tears, do a lot of you guys go to the amateur tournaments and do all of this? Do a lot of you guys catch flights and go to these fights?
Right.
See, people try to downplay people who actually put in the footwork, like my dog Boxing and Barbecue. You know, I got to give him all the credit in the world. See, when you talk about the guy who able to talk his shit and could brag with the best of them, it's because he actually puts the work in. His resume is solidified in everything he's doing with us. We actually put the work in. It's solidified. So that's the reason why I was sharing it with you, because this was something new, and you're able to brag about being a champion.
Oh yeah. Hey, man. And again, that ain't even. I want more. That's what I want. I'll brag later.
Y'all showing us enough to know that I am confident. You know, like I'm excited. I'm gonna be selfish for a second. I'm like, damn, we had Brian Norman and his daddy on here, and I have a feeling that one day we're gonna be able to look back. I hope you don't forget about us, Coach. I hope you don't forget about us, Coach.
I never, ever. Man, I'm the most that man.
This how stand up he is, JJ. He commented on our post, right? I said, Coach, we got to get you on an interview. I ain't got to hit him up 10 times. I said one comment to this guy. This guy, yeah, man, hit me up.
Man, look, man. I came from very, very humble beginnings, bro. I don't forget nothing. I'm always rooting for the smaller man. I am the smaller man. That's me. I'm always be down here, man. So it's all good. I ain't gonna never forget nothing.
We appreciate that. But look, man, before we go, I want to hit a couple of, because I had a list of things I wanted to talk to you about real quick. Are we still all right on time?
I got nothing to do.
All right. Obviously, the big things that people talking about still, damn near 3 months after the fact, Haney Garcia. I know you were shook a little bit when Haney got knocked out. I know I seen interviews where you said y'all had you liked him at some point, you didn't like him at some point. With Haney, just his tactics and stuff. But now with the PEDs and all the bullshit, the whole thing. If you had to give me a Haney Garcia rundown, what are your thoughts on it, man?
My thoughts on the whole thing is I'm not sure. I'm not sure about what needs to be done because I didn't look too much into them talking about. I don't know. I mean, he tested negative a couple of days before. Then he tested positive the day before and the day of or the day whatever. That's crazy. I do agree with people saying that it wouldn't make a difference. I'm not agreeing with it. I think that his O should be returned. I think what happened with his O, I think his O should be returned. I think that Ryan should be suspended. I think the suspension that Ryan got is bullshit. I don't think that's enough to deter anybody else from doing it after you just won that type of money. Like, he don't give a fuck whether he fight next year or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I don't think he gives a fuck. I think that was a miss on that. They got to put some strict punishments. They got to put some strict stern punishments because we ain't popping dirty. Because we ain't taking no extra pills and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, we know what we got going on. I don't know what the hell he got going on where he couldn't lose the weight. Like, move up in weight class. Like, I don't know what that's about. But bottom line is, I think the right decision was made. I do not believe that Haney can beat him. I don't believe he could have beat him that time, only because of the way that he beat him. And I honestly don't believe, I don't believe that the steroids.
But coach.
You got him going.
No. But coach, you just stated, Coach Norman, that you don't buy people saying that the steroids didn't do nothing. So my thing is, I'm not. Everybody got their own opinion.
I didn't say I don't buy them saying that. I said I don't believe that they did. I mean, if he tested,
you don't believe that they did anything.
This is what he said. This is what he said. Again, that's why I didn't get too much into it because it's a fucking headache. But if what he said is true, if they indeed tested him some days before, okay, real quick, let's entertain this shit for a second. What was the last clean test? How many days before?
2 days before.
2 days before he tested clean, he said in the interview with Devin Dad with Bill, which I fuck with Bill. I've always fucked with Bill. Never not like Bill.
So salute to Bill Haney.
Salute to Bill Haney. I've never not liked Bill Haney. So with that being said, what he said in the interview with Bill was that that he took it the day before to lose weight. Right? Yeah. He said the guy gave him some stuff, the guy Scooter, whatever, gave him stuff the day before to lose weight. In my personal opinion, I would not believe that would have made a difference. Don't ask me, do I know? Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know how this shit works. I don't take steroids.
Let me jump in. I'm with you. Ryan should be punished.
Absolutely.
I think punishments for first-time offenders should be more than a year, especially at this level where they're probably only fighting a year.
Absolutely.
I think PEDs, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if it was an accident. I don't give a shit if it was on purpose. I think when it comes to combat sports and you punching another dude in the head, there's no room for it.
No, sir.
In the same breath, before that fight, I thought Devin Haney was going to whoop Ryan Garcia's ass.
I did too.
I was wrong. After what I seen in that fight, I don't think it made a lick of difference.
I don't think so either. You just said 100% what I think.
The PEDs don't have shit to do with where you got your right hand, bro.
You just said everything I think. Everything you just said.
But to play devil's advocate, y'all, that was the best he ever looked. Right?
No. Who? Ryan looked like shit.
He did.
He just looked like shit. Go back and watch that fight. Ryan looked like shit. He was tired as hell. He was fucking running all over the fucking ring. He will hurt Devin. And run the rest of the fucking round. Go back and look at that fight. He looked horrible. That was the worst he ever looked. That was the biggest he ever looked, but it was the worst he ever looked. It was the worst. It was the worst physically, performance-wise he had ever fucking looked. He looked terrible.
Ryan is not. I had to learn this, dog, because listen. This whole time, I put Ryan Garcia before the Devin Haney fight. I seen Ryan like a Rolly or a Deontay Wilder, where they could pack a punch, but they look like shit.
Right.
But no, Ryan has way more experience in these guys. I think Ryan is just an awkward, ugly-looking ass fighter, and that's what we're gonna see every time. This weird shit he does, and then catch you with the fucking.
But you see how tired he was. Did you not see when he was hurting Devin? How tired? How he was bouncing around ring, running this shit. He had just knocked the fucking shit out of him, but he was running. It was crazy, man. He looked hard.
Hey, yeah, but I want to. What you got to follow up to that?
No, go ahead. As long as Coach Norman's good on time, I figure we could, because we were going to touch on Canelo.
I got to ask him one. I got to ask him one more.
Coach, can we keep you on to talk real quick about Canelo after this?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, I want to touch on this right here. Like, I know how we say Tim Bradley bias, right?
Right.
I don't know if you and Team Gervonta Davis, or still. No. Okay, so but we know how you don't like how Tim Bradley be biased.
I don't like Tank.
I know you don't like him, but I want you to be unbiased, right?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
They're talking about Tank and Shakur Stevenson. I think Tay mows him over. I think Shakur showed us in not just one fight, he showed us in multiple fights. When he fight a puncher, he don't like to get hit, right? And with a guy like Tank, who is so like you may think he losing rounds early, but he's so smart and strategic to where he know how to mentally break you down.
You fucked
and
up,
hit you with the big shot.
So real quick.
Hey, real quick, Coach Norman, you lost some money on Tank and Frank, did you?
I did.
You hit a soft spot, Corey. You hit a soft spot. You hit a soft spot, Corey.
I'm here to what now?
No, I said Corey hit a soft spot.
No, I ain't studying that shit. Hey, listen. Hey, watch it. The only money I lost is a lot of that money that's still in that account that I won from my son. I won a whole lot of it. I bet $400, bro. That wasn't shit off of what I won.
Oh yeah, you won about shit 50.
50, man, I wouldn't study that shit. Fuck them the $400.
Yeah, he won 50K on his son, bro.
I still got $6,000 still in that same fucking account that I bet on, man. I'm not worried about that shit. So anyway, with that being said, let me say real quick about the Frank shit, what you just said. I don't like when people say that about. I hear what y'all saying about the Tank thing. In that Frank fight, it wasn't Tank that strategically did shit. It was Tank. It was Frank that lost his fucking wits. That got afraid, man. It wasn't Tank. Tank. Listen, Tank followed him like an amateur to me. He didn't cut the ring off. Hear me out. He didn't cut the ring off. You can go back and watch the fight. Frank kept freezing on the ropes. Early in the earlier rounds, he was boxing on the ropes. He was spinning out the corner. He was turning out the corner. He was pivoting out the corner. He started freezing on the ropes. He started flinching. He started getting afraid. DJ, I know somebody that know DJ. DJ said he froze up after round 4. Now, again, if you're a smart technical fighter, you do not.
He said that after he got fired. Oh, my bad. I said he said that after he got fired by Frank. Oh, my bad.
He didn't get fired.
That's the rumor circulating.
He didn't get fired. No, he didn't.
Yeah, let's keep it going though. I want to counter what you're saying, and I'm.
He didn't get fired. So I don't believe. I think that was to me the way Tank followed him was very fucking amateurish. But this is where he got him. This is where Tank got him. This is props to Tank. Where he got him is what he do, and because he did it to my son when they was sparring and shit like that. But it didn't work on my son. But he talks. He talks a lot of shit. If you notice, he was laughing and all of that shit he was doing. That's what fucked Frank up. He got in his head that way.
All right.
That's how he fucked Frank up.
I didn't know you were about to say that. So let me counter you with this. And you can ask Corey. For as long as I know Corey, for as long as I've talked boxing, as long as Tank and Shakur been in the mix, I've said Shakur wins that fight. Up until the Frank Martin fight. And here's why. Frank Martin's not some elite. I respect the shit out of Frank Martin and good for him. But I saw something in Tank, dog. And I used to say the same shit. Oh, yeah, these guys lost focus. They were doing good for a few rounds. But I believe now that that's Tank's strategy. That's how Tank wins. He hypnotizes you in that ring.
You might be right.
And that's what he does. And I still look, I've been critical of Tank Davis for as long as we've been a brand. Up
Right.
until his fight with Frank Martin, where I realized he does this shit on purpose. He follows you. He could take a punch. It's boring for about 5-6 rounds. And then you see Tank Davis flip a switch on. And for that reason, for the first time ever, I ain't no flip flopper. I like to call it like I see it. I always thought Shakur would win, but I think now Tank Davis got some levels to him that I did not acknowledge before. And what you just said about Frank Martin, I think that was by design by Tank Davis, man. That's how I feel about it.
You may be right. My only thing I was trying to get out. The props to Tank for what he did about getting in their head, because that's what Tyson used to do, get in their head before the fight ever start. You know what I'm saying? I tell my son to do that shit sometimes in certain fights. I'm like, they already feel you a little bit, stay in their head. So no, absolutely. All I was pointing out was that I don't like when people say about what he was this and he was that and he was no, that walking down was wrong. The walking down he was doing was following. Go back and watch it. He did not cut the ring off. He let the early rounds, he let Frank get out of that corner every time he wanted to. The only time Frank did not get out the fucking corner was when Frank didn't get out the corner, was when he didn't try. Those are the
Don't
only
you think
times.
that was by design? Because Frank did come to the scale looking like Skeletor.
But wait. The path, what I'm saying is the path out the corner was still there. He just was afraid to do it. He froze. He wouldn't do it. He froze up. All that flinching and shit. Look at what he did in the earlier rounds. Go pay attention and see if Tank did something different. He didn't. Tank didn't do nothing different. He got in his head. That broke, I think, like what he said in the interviews, the lights, the experience, all of that shit finally got to him. And I think it got to him after the fourth round or so, and he just gradually just started playing in the Tank hands, and then Tank started beating on him. Now, what you finna say about the Shakur, I can understand what you're saying. Tank power is different, and I cannot see no 135-pounder taking that type of power, that type of beating, that type of the delivery that he delivering it with. You know what I'm saying? It's the fucking shit, you know what I mean? I can't think of the word. Yeah, when he delivering that shit. Yeah, but the velocity he delivering that shit with, like, is tenacity. He delivering that shit with some serious fucking, intent. So with that being said, if Shakur get caught pretty much at all, because he's a small guy, Shakur get caught at all, it's over with.
What about Loma?
Frank is same, exact same.
Loma, same shit.
I think both of them.
I think Loma have a better chance.
I'm about to say what I believe. I believe Frank. I believe Loma. I believe Shakur will box the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I just said Frank, Loma, and Shakur. But it's all about, can you take that shit, or can you stay around for 12, stay away from him for 12 fucking rounds before he hit your ass for you to be able to do that. That's it.
That timing, dog. Tank Davis timing and power, man. This shit is a little different. And I'm having to eat crow. I'm having to eat crow.
Yeah, me too. And I know another thing, Coach. My bad, Jay. You got something to say? Go ahead.
No. I was getting ready to jump in some Canelo talk, but we're good.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you don't want to finish off?
No, I had something else to say. Let's go into Canelo. I had something at the last question.
All right, Coach, you good with some Canelo talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got to roll out.
How many times I got to tell you I'm straight?
All right, so today we hear from Chava at ESPN and Michael Benson that Canelo Alvarez's next opponent is either going to be Jamal Charlo, we love to Jamal Charlo, or Edgar Berlanga on September 14th. Dog, face of boxing, Berlanga. What are your thoughts? We have to choose between these two killers, Berlanga or Charlo. What are your thoughts, man?
I think that the fact that he fucking finna fight Edgar Berlanga and not fight David Benavidez, or not saying that shit is the biggest fucking duck, the biggest shit ever. I think that's the worst shit ever, bro. That's horrible. That's horrible.
Like crazy, Coach.
That's indefensible, man. That's indefensible.
No, I got a defense for it, Coach.
I'm
gonna say this, Coach.
Go ahead. No, what's the defense for
that here? Before either one of y'all go on, Coach Norman, understand that the thoughts by Corey Bradshaw do not reflect the thoughts of the Spitmaker.
Man, get on with that bullshit. So look, yeah, no, he been a Canelo hater, you know.
I ain't no Canelo hater.
That's not hate, bro. Because I'm not a Canelo hater.
No, because see, my thing is this right here, right? I heard you say Crawford could do what he want to do.
Berlanga, bro. Berlanga.
No, excuse me, coach. I know we was just talking about Terrence Crawford and Boots in this earlier, and you said Crawford could do what he want to do, you know, like what he will. Now with Berlanga, it's a difference. In 168, Berlanga is the mandatory for one of them belts, coach.
Benavidez been the mandatory for one of the belts.
Benavidez moved up to one. Okay,
But
so
he
look,
was the mandatory. But he was the mandatory.
and Canelo said what he wanted. You had a problem with Canelo saying he wanted 150?
You can't decide how much motherfucking money you want to defend your shit against the mandatory. You can't do that.
So it's no. If you want to make a big fight happen, and everybody's saying that was the biggest.
The purse bid. It don't work that way.
Coach, listen. Just like Mayweather had a big time fight, Canelo and Benavidez is a huge fight. I understand it does go to purse bid, but it's a huge fight to where Canelo want this much money guaranteed, right? And I think what he done in his career, he deserves that.
So why does Berlanga get a shot and Benavidez don't?
Benavidez, it's like Canelo. No, that's the big fight. You remember how you said Boots?
Why does Berlanga get a shot then?
You said that Boots is the big fight, right?
Yeah.
But with Canelo, we know Benavidez is the big fight, but he don't got no belts or nothing. Canelo got all of them.
Correct, but
so it's a difference.
Say this: anything can happen in boxing. Canelo, we don't have to sell the fight between Canelo and Benavidez. It's sold. That's what people want. So why take a chance fighting anybody else? These fights that nobody wants to see. That's the first problem. Why take a chance? Second of all, you're the face of boxing. That's what everybody wants to call you, the face of boxing. Now you're passing up opportunities for the actual fights that people want to see. To fight somebody, what the hell are we gonna do with Berlanga, bro? Like, what is that?
Canelo been fighting since he was.
I'm gonna ask our special guest. How many live fights have you ever seen Edgar Berlanga in? Like you sat around your TV and said, "Let's watch Berlanga fight."
And not one.
Okay, none. I ain't been to none of Edgar Berlanga fights,
I'm saying
I said watch on TV.
Man, come on now. We watched Edgar Berlanga fight. A lot of them.
But you didn't say, "Hey man, let's watch this Berlanga fight."
No. When it's boxing now, and we knew Berlanga. Say, look, I look at Berlanga just like we was looking at your son. When they one of them guys who want to come up, you're gonna pay attention to him. Now Berlanga has earned his moment, man. Now
Berlanga just fought in the basement in Atlanta about 2 years ago, and I'm not exaggerating. He fought in the basement of Buckhead Fight Club about 2-3 years ago.
I know, but
I want to say this because I get a lot of people tell me I'm a Canelo hater. I think Canelo Alvarez beats David Benavidez. I genuinely do. I don't think David Benavidez has the balance. I think David Benavidez gets hit too much. I think he beats him. Why he's not fighting Canelo or Canelo's not fighting Benavidez is beyond me. But I think it's bad for boxing. I think it's the terrible look if you call yourself the face of boxing. It's a slap in the face to. Remember when he used to tell Andrade, what have you done to deserve this fight?
Right.
Berlanga done besides be Puerto Rican, bro.
Right. So check this out right there. That's a good thing I like about the new generation. It's like that skipper generation type shit. I think with the new generation, with the Boots and with my son and with these other fighters coming up, we want to fight everybody. You hear all the new fighters coming out. They want to fight everybody, man. We not looking to duck. So I think that's gonna be a good thing about the new generation coming up, man. It ain't gonna be no fucking ducking. It's gonna be
It ain't no ducking with Canelo either. It's just
We ain't
people,
gotta say that shit, but you ain't gonna fucking ask the question if if I think you're the best or you think you're the best, then motherfucker, we finna fight you because they think you
No,
better than me.
yeah, but it's different with your son. He's 23. He got a lot more to prove. He just became champ. Now, when your son, if he 5 or 6 years down the road, still champion, you're gonna be talking different, coach.
We'll see.
I
You might
hope
be
No,
right.
I know. That's what I know for sure.
nobody
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Brian Norman Jr. is the best 147-pounder in the world.
Appreciate it.
I'm telling you like this. I think he knocked Jerron Boots Ennis out. I think that chin. I think with all that hair on it means nothing. I think when Brian Norman Jr. touches him on that curly thing around his face, it's gonna be lights out. That's just my opinion.
I'm gonna say this one part, and I shouldn't even be saying it, but I'm gonna say this one part again. When y'all take this snippet, let me put this in there. I respect Boots and Bosley to the fullest. They helped us. They helped us out tremendously. And if they want to fight us next week, we'll fight them next week. Now, what I'm going to say, yeah, I think my son can knock him out too.
I agree. I see a lot of flaw. Like this is my thing right here. Everybody, look, respectable sentence. Like they say, I respect all these fighters who get in the ring. Right? We got a great relationship with a guy at the 215 Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Bernard Hopkins. Right? You know, them is guys down there. But my thing is, like everybody want to talk about Brian Norman Jr. Like you said, talking about what have he done. When I'm looking at Bruce Ennis, the one thing I can say about Brian Norman Jr., he really won this belt. Right.
I got you.
So, and I'm not trying to be funny,
No,
Coach.
You got a point.
David Ebenezer, Coach.
You have a very good point.
David Ebenezer, Coach. David Ebenezer.
No, listen, and this ain't no shade towards me. I mean, he got a good point. It's just about hype. You know, it's about hype and the people around him. You know, he got Gilly them. He got Steven Jackson. You know, it's all about popularity when it comes to, you know, everything's a lot is about popularity and what they see you do. And I think a lot of times they put people in the ring where he can just show out and he does this, you know, flashy stuff or whatever the case may be. But his best opponent today, we all have to agree, is Roman Villa, right? And he
Coach, did you see him against Karen?
I'm not talking. Yeah, I saw everything. I saw every fight he had.
Did you see that fight?
I saw it. But look, my point is his best fight is Roman Villa, and he wasn't ranked that high. You know what I mean? So again, I understand what you're saying about what has he done, who has he fought. It's just these people, you know, it's just all the Instagrammers and all the social medias and all this talking and shit, man.
No, I'm not with resume anymore. Like Terrence Crawford made me a disbeliever because I seen on one of your like what you had said. Terrence Crawford beat the respect. What you say about respect?
Yeah, he beat whatever the fuck.
Yeah, so he did the same thing with me. So it's not about resumes no more with me. It's about me looking at this guy. I'm not saying Boots can't be Brian Norman Jr., but I don't think so. When I see out of Brian Norman Jr., I see a guy who likes to fight, bro. Like, what's so wrong with these fighters? Well, I think your son is different at is that these fighters are so hesitant and they want to try to play it close and look sweet and look pretty. You see all the fur he be wearing to the ring, want to look slick and quick. I don't see that in Brian Norman Jr. I see a dog mentality.
Yeah, we did that at work, and like I said, it's turned on now. We ain't doing none of that shit. And I know Boots got different styles, because I've seen him do different styles, or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, the only style we see is him going and dog somebody out, and that's what the people thinking, and that's what they think they're gonna see. That's what they think is gonna happen. And he like a kid, and when I see him like a kid in the candy store, like he's allowed to do whatever he wants to do. You know what I mean? But I know for a fact it'll be a little different when he meet real resistance. I know that for a fact. When he meet real resistance, like you said, he talk about his different styles, the styles he can change, he can box. The good thing about it is my son can box too, but we ain't coming to box. We coming to fight.
Respect, man. Respect. Well, look, dog,
and it's all about respect, Jay. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, of course, we know each other. Cool. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, and shout for joy. But hey, this is a business, and hey, we want to be number one. We know that it's going to get fueled up, but through it all, it's no respect before the fight.
Yeah,
But it's
for sure.
respect all after the fight.
Absolutely, man. Because again, I gotta say, give props to his pops and everything they've done, man. It's tremendous. You know what I'm saying? But again, we'll fight him next week.
Well,
I've been no more sparring with y'all, huh?
Man, that's what I'm saying. We can't fucking do that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I'm gonna congratulate Boze after that win. Next Saturday, after his win, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna text him or whatever. Congratulate, like I always do. He always texts me, congratulate me. There's nothing but love and respect there between us. Now ain't nothing gonna change on that. But I just hate we can't. Like you said, we can go there and spar and all of that shit. So maybe after we fight, I will definitely be back though. After we fight, after that fight get out of the way, we will definitely be back up there.
So I'm just looking at. Go ahead, JJ. I'm sorry.
If you get Tio or Barrios, y'all can't spar.
Spar.
Never mind.
I don't think Bozy and Boots gonna want to spar with them.
No. Why would we do that? That don't make sense. No, we wouldn't do that.
Question. I'm sorry.
I don't think. But no, seriously though, I think Brian Norman Jr. will want to go in there, but I don't think Bozy and them. I don't think they're gonna want that with them. No. It's the difference because you're at the level now.
Right.
And they like you say, they at the highest level, with the Zen, people is looking at them as like that. So I ain't saying that they don't want to fight you. It's just at the level of the point where it's no more sparring. Hey, what we did in the past, that's what we did in the past. Going forward, I'm gonna fight you when I see you in the ring.
Yeah, I think my son told him that before too. I think he told him I'm gonna get you. I think he told him that.
I can't wait, bro. Like I said, Brian Norman is a breath of fresh air in boxing. He's a good kid. He got a good team behind him. Oh, and on that note, we super tied with AC Clark and Jolene and the folks over at Fido First. How's that been for you guys? Everything good?
Man, that's the best team. That's the best team since the Dream Team, baby.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here, dog. Anything you can close out with? Anything you want us to clip?
Man, anything I want you to clip or whatever else, just know we will fight anybody. We want to fight anybody. We want the champions. I'm gonna call these names out. You can put them in any, many, mighty, mo, whatever order you want them to be in. You get what I'm saying? That we want to fight Stanionis. We want to fight Mario Barrios. We want to fight Boots Ennis. Let me say that backwards. We want to fight Boots Ennis. We want to fight Mario Barrios. We want to fight Stanionis. Wait a minute. We want to fight Stanionis. We want to fight Boots Ennis. We want to fight Barrios. We want to fight them in every order you just fucking heard me say. We are not afraid of any fighter. No, none of them fighters we doubt are afraid of us. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to anybody. We want the belts. We want the belts. They want the belts. This is a fight sport. This is a hurt game. Hey, nothing but love outside the ring. Nothing but love no love inside the ring, and it's gonna be nothing but love after the fight. You feel what I'm saying?
2 more quick questions, Coach. There's two quick questions. Spence versus Fundora, real quick.
Well, Spence always been my guy, man. That's first of all. You know what I mean? That's how of course. That's
Don't put the icing on the cake, Coach. Who you got, Spence or Fundora?
I think it depends on what style Fundora uses. That's what I think.
Coach, Spence or Fundora?
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna go with Spence.
Really? Okay. Crawford or Madramal?
Crawford, man. I ain't never been against Crawford again.
Shit. That's the lesson there. I hope everybody.
I ain't never been against Crawford. I'm gonna let Crawford have that shit.
All right, Coach. Well,
salute, Coach.
We appreciate you having on, Craig. You about to say something?
No, just say salute to you. We appreciate you. Look forward to having you on here.
Man, salute, man. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you
for the opportunity to get these fucking messages out to more ears. We will fight anybody. Okay?
Say it loud.
Y'all heard?
We will fight anybody. We are not afraid of anybody. Wait a minute. Let me put this out there. Do not be in the motherfucking comments telling us that we don't want to fight Boots. We will fight anybody. All due respect to anybody, but we will fight them. We are not afraid of them. We will fight them next week. We will fight anybody. You understand that? Wait. One more thing. Please go to their interviews. Ask them, will they fight us? Stop fucking asking us, will we fight anybody? But I don't hear anybody else asking the same fucking questions. We will fight anybody. We've said the names. We've said Boots. We've said Stanionis. We've said Barrios. We've said Teofimo Lopez. We've said the whatever fucking name you want. What do you want? All it is to get in the fucking ring. See, they used to this Instagram shit where these motherfuckers be faking and capping and talking. We not doing none of that. When the fucking contract is presented, the numbers are motherfucking right. Our management team, which are the professionals at that shit right there. You feel what I'm saying? They are the professionals of the numbers, because I can't make no fights out here talking my shit. But understand and believe this: we do make the ultimate decision of what we will and who we will fight. And I'm telling you, the ultimate decision of everybody we will fight. Boots, Barrios, Sanyones, Teofimo, Lopez, we will fight every last one of them anytime. Make the numbers right and let's get it. And we ain't asking for fucking
Team
$9
Norman
trillion.
wants the smoke.
We want the fucking smoke. We itching for the fucking smoke. We itching for the smoke. We itching for it.
I love it.
Stop. Stay out my fucking comments. Go tell these motherfuckers to ask them. I don't see my son name nowhere in their fucking comments. Ask them motherfuckers. Leave me alone. Shit. Oh, and I want to fight Tim Bradley. We agreed to this motherfucker to fight Tim Bradley. I ain't seen that motherfucker since. We was supposed to do an exhibition bout. I told him I'll pull up to his gym. I ain't seen his ass since. Y'all go to Tim Bradley, ask that motherfucker to fight me.
ESPN probably barred him from you. Probably got him dismissed for a couple of shows.
Look. And for the ones that don't know, I am a professional fucking fighter, and I will crush that motherfucker like a bug. Y'all don't know shit about Tim Bradley. Apparently, if you never watched him fight, you have no clue. You got him over. Oh no, they don't know. That's Tim Bradley. Like, he the great Tim. Do y'all not know that? Y'all be like, they must ain't never see him fight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, coach.
Salute, coach.
Oh, man.
Damn, coach. That was a nice clip, bro. You might have made it just go viral, dog.
Put it out there, please. Put it out there, stream that shit, tag who you want to tag, put that shit out there. Stop saying that goddamn shit, bro. Ain't nobody afraid of nobody, man. We want all the smoke.
Hell yeah. All right, coach.
All right, man.
We appreciate you, dog. And,
I appreciate y'all. Okay, Bob. All right.
We will get you back soon, man. Don't forget about it.
I ain't going nowhere, man. You got my phone number, bro. Call me.
Yes, sir.
All right, big dog. Hey, hold on. Wait.
No,
Official B. Norman. That's Brian Norman Jr. Official B. Norman. Brian Norman Sr. don't mean shit. Official B. Norman. Check my boy out. Follow him. Brian Norman Jr. Do your research. He coming for all the motherfucking smoke. Ain't ducking shit.
Hey, tell him we said what's up, coach.
I will.
Hold on. What about the towing company? Just throw it out there.
B&T Towing, baby. Atlanta, GA, man. Let's get it.
There we go.
Man, towing company, boy, they just got me the other day, bro. I had to go pay $325. Got my ass, boy.
Damn. All right, coach. Y'all take it easy.
All right, man. I'm gonna let y'all, man. What, man?
True story, Jay. They just got me last week, cuz in the wee hours of the morning, them sneaky motherfuckers, man. Towing company. Huh?
You didn't tell me this story. Hey, how you looking? Do we need to wrap up, or what are you trying to do?
Oh no, we got a little time. Let's take a quick commercial break.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Before we take a commercial break, you keep the people going, because I have to step away for like 45 seconds. I don't know if it'll be long enough for the commercial. So talk.
Hey, all right, I'm gonna put the camera on. But yeah, salute to everybody. Salute. This is the Spit Bucket Podcast. It's IOTBA, Mr. IOTBA, Mr. 214 with my dog JJ Solomon, Jose Jr. You understand me? Salute. We are the Spit Bucket Podcast. Make sure y'all go follow us on Instagram at the Spit Bucket Podcast Official. Make sure y'all go follow us on Twitter and all the rest of them social media names that the Spit Bucket Podcast is affiliated with. Shout out to my dog Boxing and Barbecue. Shout out to Dynamite, CRM, Elite, Sports World. You know, all the sponsors out there who rocking with the Spit Bucket Podcast, who help us dearly, and we appreciate them, and we hope the same appreciation is back. But like I say, Elite Sports World, Dynamite, CRM, y'all make sure y'all go show up and show out and go holler at them, man, because they is the business.
You goddamn right.
Yeah.
I'm back.
What was we talking about?
Hold on.
What was he saying about Canelo, bro?
No, shout out to Coach real quick. Let's give Coach Norman and
shout out to Coach Norman, bro.
Like, dog,
That's a good and that's a great. That's the type of interviews you want. You don't want coaches who come on there, you know, who act like every question you ask them, they get offended by the
Yeah.
question. Like Jesus, coach, this is a part of the game. I mean, you used to play Ring Around the Roses. I mean, did you know how to juggle or anybody in your family? You're gonna get a fastball, a curveball, a slider. You got to be able to rise above the moment in them situations. And Brian Norman Jr. did it with flying colors, Jay. I mean, senior did it
Yeah,
with flying colors.
and I'll just add on to that, bro. Like he's got what we want. He for the longest time he was getting a lot of criticism for boring fights. And for the casual audience, that usually means he's a good boxer because he moves, he sticks, he moves, he sticks and moves. And they were saying they were unimpressive. Then he comes out against a guy in Santillan who just absolutely obliterated Alexis Rocha over a Golden Boy. And he knocks him out in his hometown in his style of fight. Well, I say his style of fight, the Mexican war type fight. So Brian
Then
Norman,
posed on them, JJ.
huh?
Posed on them.
Bro, let's just shoot it up real quick. Let's just shoot it up. So I'm not here to say that Norman is going to be the greatest of all time and all of that sort of shit. But I'm here to say, based on the eyeball test, based on the discussion we've had with him and his dad, which you kind of get an idea of their mindset, I think Brian Norman Jr. is a force to be reckoned with. And whether you're Boots, Barrios, Stanionis, or if you're coming up like Teofimo Lopez, I think y'all better take him serious, man. I'm excited.
And of course, you want more money. Anybody who on this planet Earth, if you don't want more money in life, then you're an idiot. Yeah. But as we can see, Brian Norman Sr. and Jr., they are living comfortably already, JJ. Mm-hmm. So they really love this sport of boxing. And not just that, because Brian Norman Sr. was a boxer before that. And what I got out of that conversation, he said, I was able to be successful in everything else except my career in boxing. And it brought me to my son. And I was finally to get that goal accomplished, JJ. Man, what's bigger than that, Jose Jr.?
It's beautiful, man. And it's an honor to have both senior and junior on the show. We look forward to a lot of success from those guys. But great. I noticed you were holding back a little bit on the Canelo thing. I noticed.
Yeah, because I want, that is a coach.
I noticed
that is Coach Norman Sr.
You know what it reminds me of? This is the biggest decision in the history of boxing. This reminds me of like when LeBron was making his decision. Like who's Canelo? Take risk his career. Who could he dare to be great against? Between Jamal Charlo or the new phenom, Puerto Rican phenom. Look how scary that picture is. Edgar Berlanga. Talk to me. The decision 2024 parade. Yeah.
The biggest since LeBron. It's the biggest pick since LeBron.
This is bananas, dog.
I told everybody this, though.
Come on, Craig.
See, this is not news. Look, I told everybody this. It was just, the imbeciles around the world who didn't want to listen, right? And I clearly stated that Edgar Berlanga was going to be next, JJ. I said he is going to be next, whether you like it or not. And I'm not mad at this fight. Y'all stuck on David Benavidez. David Benavidez got a problem with understanding Canelo's not on his time. Sir, you're on Canelo's time, sir. You chose to go up to 175 pounds and look average, right? You chose to do that. You chose to go up there, and when you seen your weight wasn't bullying anymore, even though you still won that fight, not taking nothing away, we seen that. But Canelo, what you ain't understanding, shout out to my guy, Mosquito Spray again. I know I'm mentioning him a lot, but he tell me all the time, there's only one face of boxing, JJ, and it's Canelo Saul Alvarez from Guadalajara, Mexico. You understand me? Now, whether you like it or not, JJ, that's just the truth. Hold up. The whole truth. Hold up. And nothing but the truth.
All right. So look, since you're talking about the face of boxing, because you know how I feel about it, and I'm sure the people that are still watching here know how I feel about it. Canelo needs to be fighting better fights. But since you brought up face of boxing, our buddy Ezra over at Brunch Boxing presented the question today, and I have a cool picture. I'll put the picture up. Is Canelo Alvarez the worst face of boxing that
Ain't that a
boxing
bitch?
has ever seen? And listen, I'm gonna make it easy for you guys. I may have missed somebody. There might have been some people in the gaps, but big picture, we saw Muhammad Ali hand it to Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard handed it to Mike Tyson. Tyson handed to Oscar De La Hoya to Floyd Mayweather, and now Canelo has the torch of face of boxing. Tank Davis fans, we can have a conversation later. This is not about Tank Davis. Out of the guys you see on the screen right now, is Canelo Alvarez the worst face of boxing that boxing has seen in the last 100 years? Corey Bradshaw, tell me why. Or tell me why not.
Mike Tyson is.
So you're saying
Mike
Canelo?
Tyson, did you see them guys? Look, I ain't saying Mike Tyson didn't have a couple of good fights with guys, right? He did. But a lot of them other guys he fought, really, and we trying to compare him to Canelo. I know you love Mike Tyson. Show us your glove, the autograph. I know that's a memorable forever. Mike Tyson holds a special place in your heart, sir. I understand that.
We shared whiskey together, bro.
I know exactly, JJ. So Tyson was the worst face of boxing because JJ, like I give Tyson this credit. He was a monster. Yeah, go over
I gotta
something.
put the picture up because I wasn't.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, right there.
Yeah.
What they said, JJ? They said the Mesquite.
That was at the Mesquite Rodeo for the Charles Hatley fight. Anyway, go ahead. Keep ripping on Mike Tyson to save Canelo.
No, I'm not ripping on him because like it ain't. Look, when you say worst face of boxing, it's like Canelo been holding that shit down for a long time, right? How long did Sugar Ray hold it? How long did Muhammad Ali hold it?
You're wrong.
How long did Mike Tyson hold it?
You are wrong.
How long have Canelo held it, bro?
It's 2016.
Even through his losses.
You still not telling me.
Canelo was so popular in 2016 that him and Mayweather did. How many pay-per-views? Are you telling me that was just Mayweather?
That was 2013.
So 2013, that's what I'm saying.
That's when Mayweather was still the face of boxing. So that was a Mayweather pay-per-view.
I know, but we knew who was in the becoming of the new face of boxing, JJ. It's 2024 now.
Can I be honest with you, Corey?
Yeah.
Can I be real honest with you? I noticed a little less aggression in you when it comes to Canelo. Are you finally realizing that he is the worst face of boxing? Like, are you finally realizing?
No.
Say what you want about Mike Tyson. Right? Mike Tyson did incredible things before he was even 20 years old. Most of us who have kids can't get our kids to take out the trash as teenagers, right? Mike Tyson was beating grown men as a teenager, first of all. All right? Grown men, adults, minding your age, getting knocked out cold. And I'm not talking about taxi cab drivers. I'm talking about Larry Holmes. Yeah, Larry Holmes was old, but Mike Tyson was 20. I'm talking about Pinklin Thomas. What you're making weird faces. So Mike Tyson, all right, so follow me here. Mike Tyson showed us what it's like to be a young champion. Then Mike Tyson faced some adversity, goes to prison, comes back, wins another title, goes through more distractions, hits rock bottom again, gets banned from boxing. Obviously his fault. He's banned from boxing for biting somebody's ear. That's understandable. Goes through so much shit. Loses to Lennox Lewis. Ends his career to Kevin McBride. His daughter dies on a treadmill. Mike Tyson has all the ingredients to either be in prison for murder he should be 6 feet under by getting murdered or suicide based on how his life is gone, losing a 4-year-old daughter. But no, we still have Mike Tyson to this day, happy, peaceful, victorious after all the adversity. So if anybody is the face of boxing for the last 100 years, it's Mike Tyson's entire body of work. Not just he went to prison for 4 years, not just he bit Evander Holyfield's ear, not just he got beat by Lennox Lewis and Kevin McBride, but let's talk about everything else. Let's talk about it all for 30 years. 30 years, correct.
So I'm going to say this, JJ.
I love Mike.
Mike Tyson had a run for like, what, 4 years? 3-4 years?
Before prison, and then he became champion after prison. So
yeah, but so all of in the bud like 3 or 4 years, right? So that was the greatness of him in like a 3 or 4 year span. You talk about, but you're talking about until this day. So you think it's more greatness with Mike Tyson than controversy with him? Like the controversy overweighs the greatness. See, that's where a lot of people who just still so, with Tyson, right? They sit up there and just talk about him being the youngest heavyweight. Yeah, he was the youngest heavyweight. But let's look at
champion.
Let's look at some of the guys. Let's look at the top guys when he fought them. He lost to, and I ain't saying that you ain't supposed to.
I dare you to. I dare you. I've been dying.
No. I ain't saying you.
Let's do it.
I'm not saying you ain't supposed to lose in boxing, JJ. It happens. We've seen like the greats, Muhammad Ali lost. But I'm talking about Mike Tyson. I'm trying to just think of
Frank Bruno, Michael Spinks, Tony Tubbs, Larry Holmes, Tony Tucker, Pinklin Thomas, who was
I ain't saying
James Bone Crusher Smith, Trevor Berbick when he won his belt. What are you saying, Corey? Just because
I think on that the best name may be Trevor Berbick.
Alex Stewart, Donovan Razor Reddick 2 times.
Well, that might be the best name because he was a champion.
Bruce Seldon, bro.
Wasn't Razor Reddick a champion? Jay, what happened in that fight with Galata, JJ?
Galata quit. But do you remember what Galata did to Bo?
Yeah, but
all I'm saying, I'm not here to say that Mike Tyson is a top 5 boxer of all time. I know that's not true. But
what are we saying?
Too many people discredit what the man did, and most of them.
I ain't discrediting it.
You're never gonna see what Mike Tyson did. Dog, my son JT is 17 years old. Mike Tyson was beating grown men at 15, dog.
Okay, now hold up. How old is Canelo?
32, 33.
33. So 33. So when your son was 1 and JT the 3rd, right? I know you was watching boxing. I know you was probably holding him.
Wasn't the name yet.
I know, but it don't matter if he was when he was 3 or 4. Let me go 3 or 4 then, right? You talk about Mike Tyson was beating grown men. Why you just discredit Canelo for beating grown men? You remember he started boxing at like what? Pro boxing. Excuse me, sir.
Undersized heavyweight.
Hold up, JJ. Hold up, JJ. Didn't he start? Hold up. I ain't get to this. There you go. You trying to deflect. Like Canelo was fighting grown men as a kid, JJ. As a kid, as literally a kid, JJ. Canelo was literally a child, JJ. He wasn't even legal to drink or do nothing. Only thing he could do was just salsa dance. That's it.
So answer the question. So after the pitch I just gave you, you still have Mike Tyson as the worst in the past 30, 40 years? Let me tell you something. You know who I would put as first as a possible?
I think he's the worst fighter on that picture. I think he's the worst fighter on that picture. Now, when you talk
God
about,
damn, bro, you got me over here thinking now. Cause if I'm gonna be real, on this picture, on this picture, I'm gonna
I ain't
go.
gonna say he's the worst fighter. I think all them fighters had
No,
a better
this is
career
good.
than him.
Oh, all right. You talking about the worst boxers though? No,
No,
nobody
I
had a
said
worse.
no. I said they had a better career than him.
No, well, bro, Mike Tyson earned $500 million in the 90s.
JJ, listen to me. I'm not talking about money because we could do that with Floyd. Floyd made the
That's
most
what I'm
money.
saying. But I'm talking about straight boxers.
No, but I'm talking about accomplishments and what they did in the sport. All of them are well more accomplished than Mike Tyson.
No, Mike Tyson's the most famous.
No,
Mike Tyson's the top 5
no,
famous.
he is the most famous on there, but no, he ain't the most famous on there. Ali the most famous on there.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Here's my problem. All right, I'm gonna go real quick since I brought this picture up. Muhammad Ali. All right, we don't got to talk about Ali, right? He was great for boxing, great for a lot of things. Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, he was the captain of the Four Kings. Let's just be real. Mike Tyson. I mean, we don't really have to say shit. You can bring up his outside the ring antics. Oscar De La Hoya was huge then, Olympic gold medalist, and he's promoting fights today. He's still relevant. Floyd Mayweather, do we really have to say anything? Canelo Alvarez. Here's the only thing I would say, Corey. Here's the only thing I would say. Floyd Mayweather did not become the face of boxing until he beat Oscar De La Hoya. From that point on, 2006 and above, with Mayweather's activity as Money Mayweather, whose is worse? Money Mayweather after Oscar De La Hoya or Canelo fighting Munguia and
I think
Barranga?
Money Mayweather. Money Mayweather. He fought an old Pacquiao. He fought Andre Berto. He fought Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Keep it going.
Terrible.
Robert
It's
Guerrero.
terrible.
Robert Guerrero.
Robert Guerrero. Oh my God, terrible, JJ.
The best thing he
Terrible.
did was Miguel Cotto.
Juan Manuel Marquez. When Juan Manuel Marquez was a smaller, was that Marquez? Yeah, he was a smaller fighter. You know, everybody talk about the greatness of Mayweather, but he was the one like who really started the advantages and having the advantages. And not he was one of the he did a lot of, not say he was the one who started it, but he did it too.
I agree, dog. I agree. Canelo is Floyd Mayweather 2.0.
Now Canelo is his career is. I ain't gonna say it's better than Floyd because that first run Floyd had was amazing, right? But it's like you want to sit up here and disregard Munguia, right? Well, we're gonna disregard the dudes who Mayweather beat. Like, if we're gonna look, God rest his soul, but how good was Diego Corrales?
He was great, goddamn it.
He was, but how good was he though? JJ, not even that. Was it that Mayweather became a star because he beat that dude from Arturo Gotti? JJ, are you kidding me? Like, I mean, I ain't. His skills is special, but what I'm saying is, like, we could break everybody down. I think if we looking at resume, I think Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard has the best resume on the list. And not when I say resume, fighting the fighters and actually beating the fighters. Now, with Mayweather, he is undefeated, JJ, but undefeated don't mean nothing to me. Like, when we like, and then there's another thing, right? What I hate about the Mexican people, right? Just like I hate about the black people when they do it with certain fighters. But this is the one thing I hate about the Mexican people, right? They'll sit over here and praise Julio Cesar Chavez, who fought 80 goddamn cab drivers, right? They'll sit up here and praise him and do like this when he walk in the room, JJ. Like, and he can't sniff Canelo balls in what Canelo have did. And they give that guy who fought all them nobodies, more credit than Canelo. That's disrespectful, JJ.
Meldrick Taylor wasn't a cab driver in 1990. Greg Hogan wasn't a cab driver. Pernell Whitaker, even though I feel he lost to him, he fought him. He fought Pernell Whitaker when he won. Camacho. Camacho wasn't a cab driver. And I'm talking about the later part of his career, all right? And on top of everything.
So his career is better than Canelo.
I got 2 more points about Chavez. He fought De La Hoya when De La Hoya was the hottest thing around twice.
He was old.
I know. I'm saying he signed up for it because he still thought he could win.
No, he didn't. He wanted the money.
No, Chavez didn't need the money. And Costa Zoo, he fought Costa Zoo when he had no.
How'd that go? How'd that go? How'd that go? He want the money. JJ, you know why it went terrible? Because he fought all them goddamn fighters over there who didn't build him for this moment. Did Chavez have some skills? Yeah. But he cheated his way to the top. He was skillful enough to be on this level, but he cheated his way to the top, JJ. Come on now. That's the reason why he wasn't able to be successful against most of the top guys he fought.
Listen, if you're gonna knock fighting in Mexico, then you cannot be holding Devin Haney as high as you have him.
I'm not knocking. No. The difference is Devin Haney had no choice but to go to Mexico to start his career because he was 16. And then he came over to the States and did everything that he needed to do. People wouldn't give him no shot. When he got his shot, he took advantage of him, bro. I'm not saying Devin Haney's career is not done. He got a lot more to do. But what he did thus far, it took Chavez 80 goddamn fights to come over here, JJ. That's a big difference.
All right. Well, shit, bro. 2 things. My computer's dying, and B, it's about time to wrap up. But can you just finish it? So, Canelo, not the worst face of boxing?
No. I think Tyson.
All right. Well, mine is
the worst
Canelo.
face of boxing.
Mine is Canelo. But anyway.
And that's no disrespect. I love Mike Tyson. But I just think he was the worst face of boxing because his run was so short. Like little kids like us were so enamored, walking around with our blinky, and whatever else we had drinking on our sippy cup. And we seeing Mike Tyson knock out guys who 340 pounds, and we think it's the world. But you want to talk about Pinkley Thomas? Well, name the other guys he fought, JJ. Oh, okay. Well, salute.
All right, Corey. You have a good night, dog.
This is JJ Solomon.
This Corey Bradshaw, Mr. IOTBA. Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast.